that, it's the thunderstorm in the springtime. It's not a matter of if your power goes out, it's when it goes out. And when it goes out, what is your plan? Craig Smith is here. I have used the telescoping handle to bring in the EcoFlow.
Yes,
this is your plan. This is your backup. This is your generator that requires no ventilation.
Nope.
And makes no noise.
None of this either. None of this.
No ripcord. I mean, these are amazing. We have them with and without solar panels. If you choose the solar panel, it has something called pass-through charging.
Yes, it does.
So while you're using it, and you can use the solar panel to charge up the unit, and you can also plug it into the wall. How many outlets are on here?
There's a total of 15 different ports on here, David. So right now, we're making coffee. We've got a lamp that's working. We've got a blender plugged in over here. This is going to work with 99% of the appliances that you have in your home. This is not that little portable power charger for your cell phone only. No, no, no. 99% of the big appliances you have, refrigerators, CPAP machines,
let's say that again.
Dryers, and
you
more.
can plug your refrigerator into this.
That's right.
And if your HOA, and there are a lot in the news lately, if your HOA says no noise after 9 o'clock, that includes generators. Thank you. Yeah. Don't worry about it, because this makes zero noise. You can use it inside in the comfort and safety of your locked home.
That's right.
Because it requires no ventilation. This is a giant battery.
That's the way to look at it. This replaces that gas generator that you have to roll out into the driveway and hope the fumes don't come back in your house. Or you could spend thousands upon thousands of dollars on those generators that are hooked up to your home. And then if you move, well, that stays behind with the home. This has portability for you, and with 15 different ports, David, it's going to be great for when you have those moments of, oops, I lost the power. But if you love to go out there with the RV, if you love camping, great tailgates this fall, this can be your portable power source to take with you on the go. And I love the fact we have the handle. It weighs 99 pounds.
You can move it like a piece of luggage.
That's right. Just roll it on through.
And this is the kind of way that I would store it, because I would keep it charged up and keep it in a closet. Keep it out of sight, out of mind. But when I need it, I'm going to roll it out loud and proud in front of everybody. And this is going to be an easy thing to move, because it's got that handle, and then you plug in whatever you need: coffee maker, space heater, fan, CPAP machine, refrigerator. Can you plug a washer dryer into this?
Yes, you can. That's
how you do it?
With all the different ports that we have on here, David, so you have 6 of what I call the electronic ports on the top here. So these are for all your gadgets, like your phone, like your laptop. 4 of the traditional USBs.
Yeah, cell phone, tablet.
Yep, 2 of the new USB-Cs. So that's where all the new technology is going. And then with all these ports down here, we have 4 of the regular AC plugs. There's a 30-amp plug right here. That's for something like your washer or dryer.
Right.
And then we have additional ports here on the side. Like there's what's called an Anderson port. If you're into RVing and pulling a trailer behind your car, that's what that would work for. A 12-volt and a pair of 3-amp ports as well. So a total of 15 different plugs. This can work with a variety of different things that you have in your home.
I want to remind you that just because the power's out doesn't mean that your internet is out.
That's right.
It may or may not be out. So if you need to plug your router into this, boom, you've got internet back, and the kids are now doing their homework again. Sorry, kids. This is remarkable. Now, if you choose it with or without solar panel, we have something called 18-month special financing on Q-Card.
Love it.
We also have free shipping and handling. Now, I understand that this is not an impulse buy. Gum is an impulse buy.
Yes.
At the supermarket, right? But I'm going to tell you that when the power goes out, we tend to spend more money than we need to correct the problem. We go to the home store, and we're willing to pay anything to get some semblance of some power back, right? So this is why something like this becomes so very important. And if you're building a new home and you're thinking, wow, it's going to cost so many thousands of dollars to install a generator, and to your point, I move in 5 years, the generator stays behind. It doesn't go with me.
That's right.
This goes with you. And when you need it, everything plugs into it. I should also let you know that this is free shipping and handling. And for the first time ever, we've marked this way, way down.
Gotta love that.
All right, now, without the solar panel, ordinarily this is $3,000. It's regular QVC price. We are $900 less. Free ship, 18-month special financing.
Gotta love that.
Then, if you choose the solar panel, I'm going to tell you right now, the with solar panel choice is going to be the most popular. About 98 to 99% of what we sell here at QVC is with solar panel.
They go with the panel. Yep.
Now, at retail, this is $3,550. We're saving you $1,250 off that price, and we're giving you free ship, 18-month special financing, and easy pay if you want it.
Yeah.
Now, if you are interested in getting the version with the solar panel, use that Q card. It's about $127 a month. Now that starts to sound a lot more affordable.
Yes, and it gets to you right away before those storms actually hit you. And right now, David, I was just checking my phone before we came out in the air. We're still dealing with Debbie. Debbie swept through the Carolinas. Now it's making its way up the northeastern coast. Right now, there's about 30,000 people in your home state of North Carolina that do not have power.
I was just there visiting my mom, who was hospitalized. She is home now, thank goodness.
Glad to hear it.
And I am proud to say that she is feeling much, much better.
That's great to hear.
And so the meds and everything are starting to work, and that's great. But it's important to know that she was concerned about getting home from the hospital with my brother.
If she did.
Because of the bad weather, right? Now, as they were traveling home, the rain stopped. When they got to her home, the skies opened up. Now, I don't know if the power's going to go out tonight or not. If it does, she would be protected. Anybody would be protected with the EcoFlow. This is not a situation of if your power goes out, it's when. And when it goes out and your little ones come to you and say, Mommy, Daddy, I'm cold.
Yeah.
Or Mommy and Daddy, I'm hot. Or Mommy and Daddy, I need to be able to do something that requires power. This is your choice. Now, how long does it take to charge this up?
Takes less than 3 hours. So think about that. From a fully dead charge to 100% takes less than 3 hours.
And how long does it hold a charge?
Hold a charge for up to 6 months. And that 3 hours, David, that's when you plug it into a wall outlet.
Does this tell me how much power is left?
Exactly. Right there on the screen. What I like about this is not one of those tech gauges that gives you like 4 flashing lights or 5 flashing lights. None of us really know what the heck that means. With EcoFlow, you know exactly what's going on with the machine. So you can see the output. As I press the power button on the coffee maker, you see how that spiked up to 1,400. Now it drops down to just a couple of dozen watts. The reason that number is fluctuating is because the coffee maker is heating up the water. Things that generate heat, they pull a lot of power out. And you can also see when you're recharging how much power is going back in. So there's never a guess of, hey, how much do I have less with my EcoFlow? You get to see those numbers fluctuate in real time. So when you do plug in your fridge, when you do plug in your CPAP, you like that, huh?
Best sound in the world. I'm telling you, in the morning, if I have coffee, nobody gets hurt. Nobody gets hurt if I have coffee. This is why the EcoFlow is so important, because you can plug anything into it. If it's the dead of winter and you've got an ice storm and power goes out, now, just because the power's gone out doesn't mean that you don't have to go to school or to work. That's why the hair dryer becomes so very important. Or maybe you are thinking about plugging a space heater into this, or whatever. Maybe you're charging your cell phone. Whatever you're doing, maybe you're utilizing this blender, this bullet blender. This is remarkable. All these things will plug right into the EcoFlow.
That's right. You can see the numbers there on the left-hand side of your screen. Running a refrigerator, a full house refrigerator for over 38 hours. A washing machine. If you're halfway through the load and the power goes out, you can finish that load of laundry and then do another one. Things like an electric kettle, which pulls a lot of power out. Again, over 2 hours. And you can see the numbers fluctuate here. How many times when you were growing up, David, did somebody use a hair dryer in the bathroom and it flipped the switch? And somebody had to run down to the basement and flick it back on because of all that power. You can see here, I turn the hair dryer on low. We're looking at about 400 watts being pulled out of the EcoFlow. I turn that on high, and look at that number dance up. Over 2,000 watts. Now we're dropping down to about 1,600 watts, and the screen will turn itself off to basically save power for you there. But that lets you know exactly what's going on in your EcoFlow. Something like a hair dryer pulls a lot of power out of your outlets. This EcoFlow handles it with no problem at all.
This is going to be so very important, and at a time when you're wanting to leave the doors and windows closed and locked at night. You're going to have power, but you're also going to have safety, because this is going to be something that does not need to be ventilated. If you live in a persnickety neighborhood with an HOA that is very tough on all of its residents, and they don't allow noise after a certain hour. Now, generators make a lot of noise outside.
They do.
This makes zero noise, but supplies you with all the power that you're after. Now, it takes about 3 hours to charge, is that right?
Less than 3 hours.
Less than 3 hours to charge, and holds a charge.
For up to 6 months.
For up to 6 months. And if you want to check it every so often and check to see, just hit that button and it will light up like a Christmas tree and tell you exactly. So about 1.8 hours via a 240 volt outlet. in 2.7 hours via an AC wall outlet and 1.7 hours using that EV charging station, right?
That's right. So if you're out and about where those electric cars get plugged in, you can plug it in there as well.
Wow.
Yeah, we also include the 12-volt plug. So you can actually plug this into your car and recharge it. That's great for people that love to do the camping and the tailgating. And your third option to charge is with that solar panel. So what happens often, Dave, when we have the horrible weather afterwards? Blue skies and a beautiful day. You may be without power, but you could recharge your EcoFlow just by pointing that solar panel at the sun.
It is the 8th day of August, and we're already dealing with, we're up to the D's in named storms.
That's right.
I mean, come on. They're all talking about how this is going to be a very active tropical season. That means lots of power outages, lots of water where it doesn't belong. And you're going to need the EcoFlow. This is not a want, this is a need, and this answers those needs in such a fine way. Please don't miss out on this. Craig Smith, always good to see you, sir.
Great to see you.
Nice to have you back.
Glad my EcoFlow may be a hot chocolate, too.
Remember, it's fall, y'all. Hey, if you are wondering about the